Back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get today's video over 30 likes. And here we are with Avct, American Virtual Cloud Technologies Inc., hitting a dip area today as things were pulling downwards at the first half of the day, and in the second half doing a complete transition here into the rip area. And we need to talk about what's going on here based off key supports and resistance. But Avct was not the only stock reacting this way. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY bot since 11:45 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows picked up, crossed the midpoint with strength, and call options went up 300% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And this is my opinion and perspective alone. Volatility is here to stay, and within the volatility, having an edge and clarity over the charts makes all the difference to be able to maximize within the moves and within the charts, guys. And if you guys find value in what we share here and you want to become part of a growing community of investors using these resources to maximize within the volatility and have that edge and clarity over the charts, check out the link down below once again in the description to the 42 vision indicator. So once we come back over here to Avct, you could see that full transition as we stated earlier here in the video, and it's coming at a key resistance level where it rejected. And we need to talk about what's going on here with 42 vision, the inflow versus outflow, and the charts as a whole. There's a lot going on with failure to deliver, a lot of chit chat on that as well. We're going to break it all down in today's video, but before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I managed to find this week alone. And while it's not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the three stocks I mentioned this morning. All of them gave jumps of 5 to 10%, 10 to 20% plus, but two of them turned out to be a home run. And these are the stocks we caught early on in the pre-market. The first one here is KITT. It was actually falling towards the bell. We caught it 2 minutes before the bell, consolidated, inflow stayed above the midpoint, full strength on 42 vision, and it jumped up to a highest point of 20% plus within minutes. Then we caught here PEGY. We caught this one here in the pre-market consolidating. The inflows were still above the midpoint, and they actually started to pick up, went from red to green, full strength there on the inflows, and it went up for a highest point of 40% plus within minutes to an hour. Then it started to pull back down, hit a dip area here on 42 vision, full strength here in 42 vision as well, and transition. Second bull indicator, inflows crossed the midpoint this time with full strength here and gave a second run of 50% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with Avct stock, American Virtual Cloud Technologies Inc., and having a full transition here on 42 vision, as you can see here, from the dip area to the rip area, and aftermarket hours pulling back down and right now under a red bar. We need to talk about what's going on here and where it rejected, but strong move here and continuing to hold itself up from the recent lows down here of around $2, and right there trying to create that staircase effect if this could continue to hold. Another thing as well, a lot of people are talking about the FTDs, which we're going to break down in today's video, and then we're also going to break down things here with the inflow versus outflow and our bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. And slots are now open for those interested. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator and the inflow versus outflow. So Avct stock here on the 15-minute chart has actually had inflows cross the midpoint, right? We're going to zoom out in just a moment, but I want us to see this, right? And the bull and bear indicators, the bear indicators have been canceled pretty quickly in this downward pressure and consolidation between $2 and $3. And this one got canceled again, and it got a bull indicator here at around 252. And in the aftermarket hours, it's 1 cent above that, and it hit highs here of 272. And every time it gets to 270 to 280, it keeps on rejecting, and the closest it's gotten to $3 was 292, guys. This is a very pivotal level here within this channel. If this breaks below $2, the bears are back in to put pressure. Doesn't mean that the bulls can't put up a fight, but something to keep in mind. And when you zoom out and we look at this from the 30-minute and even the 1 hour, which is very crucial right now, what's going on in the 1 hour, it's what's holding up this stock. On the 30-minute, it got a bear indicator, right? So this is actually right now under a bear indicator, pop back up from the 220s to the 270s, back to the 250s. If this continues, this turns out to all be a fake out right now, and this bear indicator is dominating over the chart, and it's canceled this bull indicator from back here at the 230s. Now, very interesting enough, it found support right around the area the last bull indicator popped up, but I have shared with you guys, based off the 30-minute chart, as long as all these movements happen, but these inflows do not go up closer to the midpoint or even cross it to the upside, this could continue to get dominated by those outflows that are dominating over the chart in the bigger picture. But many different divergences going on, right? The 15-minute crossed the midpoint. You could see what happened the last time it actually crossed and pulled up with strength, and it was under a bull indicator. It went from 220s to 290s, which was yesterday, right? That was a phenomenal move there. But for that to have held, it needs to continue to stay above. Came right back down, and then now the inflows are picking back up, and we're right there at the midpoint. This needs to stay above. If it crosses back down, it could affect the chart and reflect in it, cancel this bull indicator, and then turns out that the 30-minute, as we see it, such as it's under a bear indicator and these outflows have not crossed back up. If not, they stayed below, and it can actually drag the price even lower. It doesn't mean it's going to destroy the chart completely. We just need to watch it if it could hold support, and especially near those 52-week lows of $2, right? $2.05 after the split date, and it fell, but it did run up nearly a 30% plus move the next day. Now here it is sitting sideways, and when you zoom out, the one thing holding up this chart is this 1 hour inflows, guys. It's above the midpoint. We want to see this stay above it. If this ever crosses downwards, that could quickly actually result into reflecting into the chart. We want to see this stay above it and actually pull upwards and get a bull indicator that cancels out that previous bear indicator from way up here at 530 and then all the way down to these levels where we're at right now. So super important to keep that in mind, that one bear indicator based off the 1 hour has been there since the date of the first filing that came out, and then everything sat sideways, and then right here the whole entire issue with the split news, right? That's what's happened here in the last several days and weeks. So we're near 52-week lows. We've bounced off of it, and we need to see if this can actually create that staircase effect and hold above it to continue going higher. So let's go ahead and look at these FTDs and these failure to delivers, and this is just my opinion alone and my perspective, not financial advice, and I could be completely wrong, right? So let's look at it. So the FTDs that everyone is referring to is the numbers from back here on August 30th, 31st, and September 1st. And I want you guys to keep in mind that during these dates, the stock had a lot of volume. You got to look at the history. These are pretty high, and these could actually affect. So if you put these numbers together, getting closer to these dates, well, maybe some of these FTDs, but 12 million plus, some of that already probably happened, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below in the most recent run. And it's not guaranteed, but let me share with you guys why my thought process is leaning towards that. Well, there was actually a squeeze that happened here with Avct back in August, right? And it ran from around 220s all the way to $7. And on September 1st, there was a huge amount of volume, right? You could see it there, right? The stock went up really high, a lot of volume here, over probably hundreds of million in total volume. And then here we have the same amount. And turns out the highest amount of failure to delivers that you see here, right, the FTDs, was September 1st. Well, it was on a high volume day. And then it continued on those dates going lower. Now, as the stock was getting closer to another setup here, and we talked about this stock way back on September 20th, I broke it all down and I shared my thoughts on it. And just a few days later, into the next week, it actually broke out, got that bull indicator, and those inflows were above all this time. That's what really caught my eye since it crossed back here in September 6th. And within this consolidation, it was preparing and setting up based off the charts, right? Got that bull indicator, full momentum on 42 vision, and nearly went up 100% plus. Now, the failure to delivers of September 1st, well, we just went through a squeeze, and even on the 8th and the 9th, I believe that some of that already got baked in this move. So if people are anticipating based off old failure to delivers, well, if you actually read here the information, it states that these fails to deliver are given on any day, and they're actually going ahead and occurring, right? The outstanding of those dates, but these numbers reflect the fails of specific point in time and may have little to no relationship to yesterday's fails. And the figure is not the daily amount, but a combined figure of those included of the new fails and the ones existing. So if the shares were delivered on a particular day, then there will be no entry in the table. And if you look at it, the values of these total failed to delivers represent an aggregate net balance of shares that delivered of a particular settlement date. We do not have anything from the 9/14 moving forward. And if you think about it, the only thing and the only argument that makes sense that people could be stating is, well, since on the 1st, the stock had so much volume, right, way back here, well, there could be 12 million or more or something close to it FTDs happening from this moment forward. But we have no information since September 14th all the way up to this point. There's a huge amount of delay. It's just speculation, hype, and thought process based off history, but not guaranteed, guys. We do not know just yet. But a lot of hype and speculation between Friday and the next few days of a possible FTDs creating some gamma ramp or some possible short squeeze, but we need to see, guys. And the only way is if these inflows cross, we need to see how much strength is behind it. We want to see this break above $3. If that's accomplished, the next resistance is 4, and then we can start talking about higher levels. But right now, those FTDs, again, my opinion and perspective alone, not financial advice, are just speculation and hype, and it comes down to the charts. And right now, we're under a bear indicator on the 30-minute. Yes, on the 15-minute, we have a bull indicator, and the inflows are above. We want to see this pull upwards, but it's going to be critical, guys. If these outflows continue to dominate, it's going to continue to put pressure and resistance on this chart, and it's going to continue to stay within this range until either the bulls take over and bounce upwards, or if the bears pull it downwards, guys. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.